Welcome to the final part of Zoids Battle Legends. Last time we finished the Empire story mode. This time around, we're gonna do the multiplayer. Now, Battle Legends has two different multiplayer options. You have Versus mode, which is one-on-one battles, and then Zoids Fist, which is the same as Versus mode, except that Zoids Fist has unique stages. Zoids Versus mode simply reuses the stages from both tournament mode and the story mode. So, I'll be showing off the multiplayer instead, as well as each of the Zoids that I have that I didn't show off. Yeah. That I didn't show off in either the story mode or the tournament mode. Those being, so you've seen the Berserk Fury, you've seen Storm Tyrant, you've seen Dark Spiner, you've seen the Fusor Dragon, you've also sort of seen the Storm Fury, since the Storm Tyrant and the Storm Fury are basically the same Zoid. You've seen the Gojless Giga. That just leaves a few others that I haven't shown off. So, let's start. Simple. Let's do the Double Armed Lizard. So, as you can see, we have different stages. Flat Barn, Parasol, Donut Hole, Saucer Hole, Pothole, Tornado, and that's it. We'll start with Flat Barn, since this is the most basic of these stages. Look at our little dude. So the whole idea behind these is that it is, of course, in a stage. If you fall off the ring, if you fall off the stage, that's it, match over. And there you go. And that's the Double Armed Lizard for you. The Double Armed Lizard has dual guns and a sniper rifle, and it's a nimble little Zoid as well. But yeah, if you fall off the edge, that's it, you lose the match. The whole idea is to just pummel the shit out of the opposing Zoid. So, that's Double Armed Lizard. Next up, Gustav. Do I want to swap out? No, the Gustav is too slow. Let's show it again. This is the Gustav. It is an isopod. Though personally, I get more isopod from the Zoid from Zoids Wild. I think is more of a isopod than the Gustav. Now the Gustav does have some decent armor, but it doesn't have any weaponry. So, when out, just doink him on the head. And there you go. Alright. Next up, we have Diablo Tiger Alpha and Beta. Question is, which one do I want to go with? As for our opponent, let's do cat on cat. Let's do a cat fight. Here is Parasol, which is similar to the previous stage, except there's a dome in the front. The Diablo Tiger has the cannon on the back that fires bolts of energy that home in, and as for attacks, this is its melee attack. And holy shit, this guy goes far. And there we go. So that's the Diablo Tiger for you. Again, this is true for both Diablo Tiger Alpha and Beta. Again, they're basically the same Zoid, just I think the Alpha, either Alpha or Beta has better stats, though I think the Beta has better colors to choose from. Alright. Next up we have the Cyclops. Cyclops 1 and Cyclops 2. Now, the Cyclops, as you can tell, is based off of Elasmotherium, a species of prehistoric rhino, while the Cyclops 2 is based on a Brontotherium. I think I might show off both. Let's go for something like a Command Wolf this time. Yeah, Parasol. Of course, the Cyclops is much slower than the Diablo Tiger, but is built like a tank. It's got a cannon in the front that does a fair bit of damage, and a charge attack for its melee. There's our Elasmotherium. Now for our Brontotherium. Let's show off Donuts. Now, you're probably wondering what that force field is for. That force field in the center is meant to prevent you from falling in. And that is the Cyclops 2. Like I said, it's pretty much the same, except the Cyclops, either 1 or 2, has better stats. But at that point, it's like, depends on which one you prefer, much like the Diablo Tiger. So, you've seen the Fuser Dragon. Allow me to demonstrate Le Griffon. Let's go with the Gun Sniper. So, shall we begin? The Griffin is a speedy Zoid and isn't as durable as the Fusor Dragon, but makes up for that by being able to equip these cannons that I have equipped on it. Look at that. Of course, the Griffin is a combination of the previously shown off Double Arm Lizard and the Buster Eagle. And that's the Griffin. In Zoids vs. 3, the Griffin as well as I think the Fusor Dragon and the Chimera Dragon are able to fly. But in this game they cannot. They are a hovering Zoid. Next up, the aforementioned Chimera Dragon. There's a big hole in the center, so try to watch your step. Or you can do what... Yeah. Or you can do what that gun sniper did and just jump right in. Alright. Let's try that again. Let's show off the Chimera Dragon proper this time around. This is Saucer. As you can tell, it looks like Flying Saucer. Rail cannon on the side, missile launchers, and guns. But its most devastating weapon is its melee attack, like so. Yeah, the Chimera Dragon is not too shabby. It's just that there's not really much reason to use it, especially in comparison to the Fusor Dragon. Lord Gale. Let's chop up the Rev Raptor. Oh, you poor little Rev Raptor. This also gives me the opportunity to show off my custom. I didn't know it. Never mind, this isn't my custom Lord Gale. I was thinking about my original save back on original hardware. Yeah, because like by default, Lord Gale has this little thing by default. Yeah, so my personal build for Lord Gale. Yeah, my personal build for Lord Gale actually has the attack boosters equipped. Like, don't tell me the mighty Lord Gale is gonna go down to a simple fucking Rev Raptor. There we go. So yeah, personally, my preferred build for the Lord Gale is to just slap some attack boosters on the back. Shame I didn't do that this playthrough, so oops. My bad. Alright. Next up, Trinity Ligar. Saucer hole. Basically the same as Saucer, but now with holes. Yeah, by default, the Trinity Liger doesn't really have much in terms of weaponry, but its devastating attack is pretty flashy. Though I am surprised that it took, oh! Well, damn. Yeah, and just like that, there goes the Rev Raptor. Yeah, I'm surprised it took this long for, Takara Tomy to finally make a model kit of this guy. Weirdly enough. As part of the Realized model line. Which I am looking forward to, by the way. Since I think the Realized model line will definitely help reduce the barrier to entry. Alright. Geno Hydra. Yeah, since we are getting, I think, a tribute to Liger kit as part of the Realized model line, assuming that's what they teased. So yeah, Geno Hydra is equipped with 2 missile pods instead of 1. Damn. When in doubt, just dive right into the pit. So yeah, there's Geno Hydra. Geno Hydra's melee attack, in case you're wondering, it charges forward and then just smacks the opposing Zoid with its 3 heads. Actually, no, I think we should show off the Geno Hydra proper. Pot. Frankly, like, given the weapons of the Geno Hydra are pretty, like, basic, you can see why you can start to see why, as I'm about to say right now, I'd recommend giving the Geno Hydra the pulse laser cannons if you want to make it, like, usable. Oh my fucking god. There we go. And that is Trinity Liger. Geno Hydra. Which actually is probably one of the better looking of the Geno Zoids, but that's not really saying much. Blitz Tiger. A signature Zoid of Zoid's Legacy. So yeah, this is Pot. It's similar to Saucer, but the middle part is more even, or markedly it's like concave, if you will. So yeah, Blitz Tiger, or basically Reyes Tiger before Reyes Tiger, has pulse cannon and missiles, and more importantly, blades. Yeah, because the blades in this game have infinite ammo, you can start to see why these kind of Zoids are considered the best. And now we fly away. So basically the Blitz Tiger is a better version of the Blade Liger. Alright. Next up, one of the 3 Zoids that requires a code to unlock. The Liger Zero Phoenix. Just like the Fusor Dragon, Chimera Dragon, and Griffin, Liger Zero Phoenix is another one of the Zoids that flies in Versus 3, but in here it is a simple hovering Zoid. So if you fall into the pit, you're basically like wholly screwed, since you can't fly back up. Zero Phoenix is often considered the best in the game, due to a part because of its stats, its weaponry, in the form of the Phoenix Cannon, and there goes the Shield Liger. But, yep. Also, general rule of thumb, after you win the match, you are indeed obligated to jump into the pit. I highly recommend it. Now for the other Zoid that requires a code to unlock. The Energy Liger. Who do we fight now? Yeah, let's fight the Blade Liger. Energy Liger only really has the Energy Vulcan, which is a chain gun, and holy shit! And the as I was about to say before I got knocked to the pit by the Blade Liger. I guess that's what I get for talking shit about the Shield Liger. Or Chaotic Sentry. Because, goddamn, that show is so boring. Anyway, here's the Energy Cannon. They lock on, and they do some damage. How much damage? I don't know, because just like every other lock-on weapon, you gotta be at a pretty far distance to use them effectively. Though the melee attack is pretty cool, like just stabs the opposing Zoid with that horn of its. In case you're wondering, no, you can't swap out the weaponry of the Zero Phoenix, nor the Energy Liger. So, yeah, they're basically stuck with whatever weapon they got. I do believe that just leaves us with one more Zoid to show off here. Liger 0X. And of course, the final map here, as part of Zoid's Fist, Tornado. You start up at the very top, and there's a downward spiral, hence Tornado. Zero X has laser cannons. It's blades, so just like, and of course the Electron driver, just like the Blitz Tiger. So just like the Blitz Tiger, it is basically just a better version of the Blade Liger. Da 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 da. And there you go. Yeah. By the way, when so I'll explain this a little bit right now. So in the lore, interesting aspect about the Liger 0X. When Xenobus was running around causing all kinds of havoc, the Republic and the Empire had to basically team up, essentially. Yeah, they basically had to team up in order to take down a far greater threat in the form of the Xenobus Empire. As a result, the Empire and the Republic swapped tech. So, the Empire got Liger 0, and the Republic got the Berserk Fury. From there, we got the Liger 0X from the Empire faction, and the Gairyuki from the Republic side. Gairyuki does not show up in this game, in case you're wondering. He does, however, show up in the follow-up game, Zoids vs. 3. Let's take on the Genosaur. And then we'll probably have one more fight, a Fury versus Fury battle. So here's the Storm Tyran. Has no weapons of its own. Is an absolute speed demon, though. The Storm Fury is pretty much identical to the Storm Tyran, sans stats. I'll just say this right now, both Storm Fury and the Storm Tyran are just better versions of the Geno Breaker, both in the game and just in general. But then again, the Berserk Fury is probably one of the best Zoids, if not the best Zoid that ever existed. So, with each of the different Zoids shown off, except for one, I forgot about the Killer Spiner, god damn it. Let me show off the Killer Spiner. So the Killer Spiner doesn't have the jamming blade. Instead, he's got a crab. The pinnacle of evolution. And as you can tell, this one I have done some customization, giving it missile pods. Oh. And of course the weapon binder. Now this would hurt me, but given the fact that this is the Genosaur, yeah, no, fuck you, Genosaur. Come on, there we go. And that is the Dark Spiner, the Killer Spiner. It's got a little crab on the back. The Killer Spiner is a combination of the Dark Spiner and the Killer Dome. Yeah, Killer Dome's the name of the crab. So, with that shown, I think it's only fitting we end it the only way I can think of, a Zoid battle between our two heavy hitters, the Berserk Fury and the Storm Tyran. Boom and boom. Damn, we are kicking the Storm Tyran's ass right now. And keep in mind, the Storm Tyran has better stats than the Berserk Fury. It's just that we both have Ultra Z's equipped. So we're basically like on even footing. But of course, it would appear that the Berserk Fury is the superior Zoid. And boom. And with that, that ends the Zoids Battle Legends playthrough. I hope you all enjoyed this playthrough. Final thoughts on Zoids Battle Legends. I have a hard time, like back then, I would recommend this, like, without a doubt. Back then. Like, full stop. But nowadays, given my stance on the Zoids fandom, which, spoiler warning, is not positive. If you know, you know. Combined with all that's happened since the announcement of Zoids Wild, I find myself having a hard time recommending not just Battle Legends, but Zoids as a whole to people, given how stuck in the past the Zoids fandom is and how Takara just doesn't know what to do with it. Whether they want it to be its own original thing, like with Zoids Wild or New Century Zero, or if they want it to be like a Gundam knockoff, like in the case of Chaotic Century or Wild Zero, or if they want it to be a crypto scam. I wish I was joking about that last part, but yeah, what can I say but yikes. But what about Battle Legends itself? I can only really recommend Battle Legends to those who are fans of the Zoids series. If you're a fan of the Zoids series, go right ahead and give Battle Legends a shot. It's not going to give Armored Core a run for its money, but there is some things to enjoy about this game. Like I said, the tournament mode, I think, is probably the best part of Battle Legends. Being able to customize your Zoid and in a way that fits the way you play is admittedly very enjoyable. And is an aspect of Battle Legends I really like. But aside from that, if you're not a Zoid fan, or if you're just like fucking discovering Zoids just now, which, hello, welcome to my channel. I don't do Zoid content often, and I do other stuff. But again, if you're not really a fan of Zoids, like at all, then I would say you're better off with other mech games. Both games released around the same time frame, like Mech Assault 2, that Dino Thunder video game, if anybody remembers that. There I go again, referencing obscure video games. Or, for as much crap as I give From Software, Armored Core. Ironically enough. Hell, even now, there's not with newer mech games like Panzer Paladin or Hardcore Mecha, that Grendizer video game that I completely forgot about, like a dumbass, or Mech City, like Overdrive, Mech City Brawl, and Super Mech League, and of course Armored Core 6. There's not really much reason to revisit Battle Legends aside from, again, if you're a Zoid fan, maybe nostalgia, or to see what this game is about, or what it was trying to do. But that is all on my part. I think after this playthrough, I'm not going to bring up Zoids from here on out. I just want to move on to like other things that I am much more passionate about. And speaking of things that I'm more passionate about, I have some good news and some bad news. Starting with the bad news, Digimon World 4 isn't going to happen for a while, because I need to grind the everlasting hell out of that game in order to beat hard mode, and then from there unlock very hard mode, and then grind out the Digimon I want to use. So that's going to take a while. On the plus side, I found a new site that contains ROMs. I'm not going to say the name of the site, because I'm not one of those people. I always say play the physical copy of a game, like always get the official release, because obviously these games will always be better on original hardware, where, though there are a few instances where games are better on the emulator than they are on original hardware, but that's besides the point. So, because I found a new site, one that is safe, very safe, and has ROMs, I've decided we're going to finish the Pokemon trilogy. So, whenever I get to it, the next playthrough will be returning to the world of Pokemon for one last time. Returning to Unova with Pokemon Black 2, and by extension White 2, but mostly Black 2. So, if you enjoyed this playthrough, this revisit to Zoids Battle Legends, feel free to like and subscribe, and also check out my non-gaming stuff over on Tumblr and Blue Sky. Until then, see you all next time for some more, well, playthroughs. And when I eventually begin the next playthrough. Bye.